This is a plant, as you know. Now, this plant isn't particularly healthy because I haven't really looked after it that well. But what we're going to do today is look at the two-stage model for photosynthesis. Now, some of the things plant needs, we've got light coming onto it. Plants need light for photosynthesis. They also need water. If we don't water a plant, it doesn't survive, does it? Obviously, some plants have good adaptations for growth with low water environments, but we'll look at that in a later video. For this one, we're just looking at the two-stage model of photosynthesis. Now, the two-stage model is OCR only. So if you're AQA or Edexcel, you can leave now. You don't need to worry about this. If you're OCR, hang around. So our basic equation is H2O plus CO2 equals C6H12O6 plus O2. But in OCR, it's going to be a little bit more complicated. What you'll be presented with in the exam are two boxes, each representing stage 1 and stage 2. And you need to think about what are the inputs to each stage, the outputs for each stage, and what the products are going to be. So the first thing, as we said, light is incredibly important. We have to have light for photosynthesis to take place. Light is our first input. You can give a plant loads of water and loads of food, loads of heat, but without any light, it's not going to use any of them. So light is the first one. If there's light, it will start to absorb water from its roots. That light is going to be absorbed by the chlorophyll, which is the green pigment found in the chloroplasts. And the light is going to break apart that water molecule. Remember, water is H2O, 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen. It's going to break that apart and get rid of the oxygen. It doesn't want the oxygen. So oxygen is released in the first stage. Hydrogen is going to be carried over to the second stage. Now we know that from this equation here, C6H12O6, we need more than just hydrogen to make glucose. So it needs carbon and oxygen, and that's going to be absorbed through the stomata in the form of carbon dioxide. In stage 2, the carbon dioxide and the hydrogen are going to react together to form glucose, our sugar. That is the two-stage model. Just remember, light and water are our inputs. Oxygen is our output in the first stage. Hydrogen is carried over. In fact, I think one of the exam questions a couple of years ago is just saying, what is the name of the product carried over between stage 1 and stage 2? And lots of people kind of got a bit confused thinking product, what? But product is in hydrogen is the product of the stage 1 of this model. So if we're talking about what's going to be carried over, is hydrogen. Carbon dioxide is absorbed in stage 2, reacted with the hydrogen to form glucose. I hope that helped you to understand the two-stage model of photosynthesis. If it did, and if you're studying the OCR GCSE, then be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll be covering many more topics in chemistry, biology, and physics over the coming weeks and months.